Hey guys, I wanted to give a little commentary to this little video that I made on how to make it through the Dooku and Ventress mission. So what I ended up doing is I wanted to try to do this with just the mods that were on them already. As you can see, Dooku has a speed set, it's about 125 plus speed. Ventress, I didn't change her mods at all. I would normally run a speed set on her, get her a little faster, but I just kept her offense set. She was about 81 additional speed, and then you can look through the offense I showed there. Would have been better if I had switched to a faster speed set, but I didn't want to throw my best mods on when I'm making the video. So the way we're going to do this is you want to just keep everybody stunned as much as possible. You can see that I would go for the Clone Sergeant first, control the AoEs and the damage dealers first, and then spread the stuns around as much as possible. That Clone Captain isn't really going to do much damage. He doesn't really have any kind of AoE. You don't really have to worry about him too much. Try to use Asajj Ventress's basic as much as possible as well, because that also has a stun on it. And then you can see I try to do as much last hitting with Dooku as possible. One thing that actually helped is that the medic did revive the Clone Sergeant, and it gave Dooku a chance to last hit for a second time. So that's actually pretty useful. You can get 5 stacks instead of 4 on the first wave, which is speeds things up pretty fast. I did end up messing up on second wave, where I just had trouble getting the last hits with Dooku. So what I ended up not being able to get 10 stacks, but you'll be able to see kind of what I'm able to do later on. But really, the whole thing, you want to just take it slow. Try to last hit with Dooku as much as possible in the first 3 waves, because by the time you get to the final wave, it's going to get a lot tougher. You can see even when I could have last hit with Daka, I used her cleanse instead, just to try to give Dooku the chance to get in there. Basically on all of the waves, all the way up to the final wave, just keep on last hitting with Dooku as much as possible. Keep them stealthed as much as possible, unless if you do have to use your lightning to get somebody stunned if they're right about to take a turn. That's basically when you're going to want to use it. I'll kind of let you guys watch for a little while, and then I'll jump back in again when it gets to a bit of a different strategy, probably on the 4th wave. One thing you can see is that I very rarely use Asajj's AoE. I only start using it on the final wave when she gets to get a little closer on dying. One character that you do always want to control is those ARC troopers. They do have a daze as well as a really hard hitting AoE. They can as well give some crazy buffs to everybody, so just keep them contained. They usually don't have crazy tenacity, so you can usually do it pretty easily. Just keep them stunned while you whittle down everybody else. Keep on using Dooku to do all the last hits, and then just stun as much as possible. once you do end up getting to 10 stacks of Separatist Might, your Separatists will gain protection back on each one of their turns. I believe it's 15% protection. So it's basically like having Dooku's Zeta just on its own. You don't actually need to even have it. I don't have the Zeta on here. But it's really not needed. I don't have any Gear 12 Plus pieces on my Dooku either. It's just I have his three Gear 12 pieces. Now I do end up losing Dooku here, which usually doesn't happen. I kind of have some bad luck right here with that assist from Echo. But I'm still able to take it out because we did get those at least 8 stacks of the Separatist Might earlier. And the Rocket Trooper really does a lot of work later. And then Ventress is also able to just heal herself later as we go. Even though she takes quite a bit of damage, she's still able to heal up. And just try to focus down anybody you can if you start getting if Dooku dies. That's about it. You can watch the rest of the battle. I use the AoE and her Dispel to heal up. And then since it's just down to Asajj and the B2, I just try to get the enemies down as fast as I can instead of trying to control them with stuns. If I had Dooku up, I would probably be using more stuns and spread it around again. But since it was just her, I just had to focus them down a little bit more. And that's about it. If you guys have any kind of questions, just message me in Discord.